we continue with Yoga Vashista. So prior, he was talking as long that there is not arise a natural yearning for self-knowledge. That means that it's natural to yearn to wake up to who you are. It's natural for you to withdraw from the tendencies of believing yourself to be a separate entity. If it does not arise, naturally arise, then ignorance continues. When there arises the pure wish to attain liberation, this leads to serious inquiry.
Pure.
Okay. There arises the pure wish to attain liberation. Pure wish, it's not from the egoic mind. Because pure wish, it's not about gaining, it's about removing. It's the removal of the false identification. From the ego perspective, it's all about gaining knowledge, gaining enlightenment, gaining something. It's like pure wish is I really wish I'm gonna have a very good shower with very good soap that I can scrub all the dirt away so I can be clean again, pure, not gaining anything, because when I shower I didn't gain anything. I just removed the dirt that was accumulated, and the dirt that was accumulated was, here he is using it, the tendency of the mind that views the infinite as the finite. That's the pure wish. There arises the pure wish to attain liberation. This leads to serious inquiry. Then the mind becomes subtle because the inquiry thins out the mental conditioning. Here he's very clearly start to point out the effect of when someone truly start to be earnest about inquiry. Earnest means it's like being drawn to good chocolate, being drawn to good food, being drawn to quality, being drawn to be in a nice atmosphere, nice vibration place. What's the reason? So being drawn means serious, means you making all the effort or the action that is needed for you to consume good food or be in a good, nice vibration place because it makes you feel good. Here, it brings you to experience who you are, which is eternal goodness. So this is what I see. It's like this leads to serious inquiry. Being serious means
priority.
I'm interested in it. I understand why I'm interested in it. I'm focused around it. It gives me joy. It inspires me. It elevates. I feel freer, clearer, unshakable peace, the presence of changeless awareness as myself, and so on, and many, many benefits. So I see it as more of a love affair instead of looking it as a serious, like, I'm gonna be serious type, military or army style. No, it's more of a...
It's not a showy stuff.
It's more... The analogy, when you fall in love, are you serious to meet your lover and spend the time with your lover as much as you can?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Because it makes you feel
Good.
wonderful.
Well,
Great.
Better than good.
Yes. That's so that's the seriousness that I see.
So the word priority doesn't really fit in there.
It is. She is my first priority.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
Or he is the first priority. Or in this case, inquiry into my true nature is my first priority.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lover. This is the love affair I have until the separations falls away.
Mm.
So I'm clear what I want. I'm aware where I'm interested to put the attention, where to spend time, in what subject to stay around. Not because I have to and I need to be serious, is because I am naturally drawn to it the most. And then if I need a break, then you go and eat good food and then you come back. Or you go and rest a little bit and you come back. And you, not because you have to, because that's the calling within you, the burning within you. And this is why it's a natural yearning. Let's say I'm in love. Just for the analogy, don't that I share with anybody that is listening is that don't take it literally about falling in love with another, except that majority of us already experienced that in one's life. Yeah. Let's say I fall in love with a man or a woman, and now I spend time and I feel great in their presence, and I'm going away with somebody else. We go to grab a cup of coconut water, I don't know, cappuccino, green tea. Yet my mind is, the calling as I want to be with her. It's my friend, he invited me to go with him and I like spending the time and I went with him, yet in my mind I have the calling, when I'm just waiting, I'm longing to go back and spend time with her or with him, yes? This is the calling. This is means I am clear what is the calling within me, I'm serious. Mm-hmm. If I'm not going to listen to this calling, I'm not really serious, isn't it? That's how I see seriousness. When there arises the pure wish to attain liberation, this leads to serious inquiry. Then the mind becomes subtle because the inquiry thins out the mental conditioning. Here he is explaining that actually the mind becomes subtle as you inquire into your true nature. And the more you have glimpses of self-awareness as yourself, it thins out the mind. That means the mind becomes more transparent. Clarity prevails. Awareness shines through as yourself. The false identification wears down, thins out. It reveals that this is just a confusion, temporary confusion that appeared. Therefore, even if we take it practically, and the yearning is already there, the natural yearning for self-awareness, self-knowledge, knowing yourself as awareness itself, awakens, the inquiry accelerates to purify the mind and to remove the false identification. And inquiry into the self consists of hearing the knowledge, reflecting upon the knowledge, one-pointedness, and remaining in samadhi. The hearing the knowledge is part of inquiry into the self. Reflecting upon the knowledge is part of inquiry into the self. One-pointedness would be discrimination, concentration, and inquiry. Remaining in samadhi, that means awareness is fixed on itself, purely. So awareness can be fixed on itself when there is no thoughts, sensation, and perception. And awareness can be fixed on itself when there are thoughts, sensations, and perception. The whole notion for the mind that when there are thoughts, it obstructs the presence of yourself is an imaginary concept of the mind. It's not the actual experience.